everyone, how's it going? My name is Rhett, and today in episode 4 of the Basics of Business, we're going to be going over house parties. Now, a house party is this super great technique where you're able to invite your friends and family over to your house, and you're going to hang out with them and also be able to share things about Aroga and what's going on with that. So, some great benefits to this is that it's a really nice casual environment for you and your friends and family to be able to hang out, have a good time, but you're also going to be able at the same time to share with them this super great thing that Aroga is doing for you and how it can help all of them. So, essentially, you're just going to invite your friends and family over, and you're going to probably have some food there and some games, and you guys are going to hang out for a little bit beforehand, really connect with each other, talk to each other, and then you're going to transition into Aroga and why it's so great. Maybe you're talking to people individually, maybe you're doing a great big meeting with everyone sitting on a couch in front of you, maybe you're in front of the TV or something, and you're telling them about the products and the business and all that stuff. And then afterward, you guys are just gonna carry out and enjoy the rest of the party, and then maybe follow up with them a day or two later and see how they feel about it, if they're interested, even if they're not. And with that, guys, I want to share with you 10 tips that are going to help you with your party and take it to the next level. So, first one is going to be keep your presentation decently short. You're going to keep it about 10 to 15 minutes. You're going to struggle to try and do it before that. I wouldn't even try. Just try and keep it a good 10 to 15 minutes because you don't want to bore them. You don't want to take a long time talking about the product because, some of the people are there just to have a good time, and you just want to give them a good time and then just kind of, let them know a little bit about the information. You're not trying to make this a whole meeting or something. So, just kind of let them know, kind of let them know how the business is in a nice 10 to 15 minute range. The next thing, guys, is that you're going to want to have snacks that match your food. So in this case, we're talking about health. You're going to want to have some healthy snacks, and that's going to be really good, and it's going to kind of match the vibe of health. Right? Now, guys, it's also a great idea for you to have people who already have product stories there, and you're just going to want to really just have them there so that they can talk and share their experience, and it'll really help move people and really get them interested. Now, guys, it's a really great idea that you carry products with you and you have the bottles, and maybe you have some Theragel there, an uncracked bottle of Theragel there that you can crack open and maybe put them in some spoons for them to try and swish it around their mouth and stuff. And also have the bottles with you so you can show them. And they can also read the ingredients off the back. That's really good for that. Now, guys, you might also want to do some product giveaways while you're there. Maybe give away a small Theragel sample bottle. That's a really good idea. I would recommend that. You can even go as big as giving away some product. Have people write their information on a card. And, you can stick the card in there with their name and their number, and you just stick it in a hat or a bowl or something, mix it around and draw a name, and whoever gets that gets the sample, but you're also getting everyone's information so you can follow up with them and contact them. Now, it's also a fantastic idea that you Facebook Live some of the party and get people interested, because you can have your friends on Facebook or your friends on Twitter or Instagram or whatever, and you have them interested because you're having a good old party, right? And everyone's having a great time. They're going to want to know what's going on, right? So they're going to ask you a little bit about it maybe, and that's when you're going to be able to tell them that you had a great, Aroga party, and this was, a fantastic thing, and you can maybe even, guide them to the next party you're having, and or tell them a little bit about it, set up a meeting. Now, guys, it's also a fantastic idea if you do a, because you're at the party and you showed up, you get this great deal. And that's super good. Shows kind of a sense of urgency, and that really helps encourage people to sign up when they're already considering it. So that's super great. Maybe you give away a bottle of Theragel if they sign up, or you give some products for cheaper than they are usually, something like that. Now, guys, it's also super good if you have some other activities for them to participate in so that they can all mingle together or talk to each other if they're friends that maybe don't know each other very well, or even, you just want to have everyone get excited a little bit and, have some other games going on, and that's going to be super good for your party. Now, guys, you also are going to want to keep some members from your team who have stories and who have a little bit more experience with some parties even, and you're going to want to bring them to some of your parties for them to come help meet some new people, help talk, and also be able to share a lot about our roadmap. Lastly, you're just gonna wanna make sure that you follow up with the people who were at the party a day or two later and see how they feel about the business and the products. And it's super good. It gives them a little bit of time to think about it while it's still in their mind though. A day or two later is a really good time. And guys, with that, I'd like to thank you for taking your time out of the day to watch this video. And one last thing, make sure that if you're doing the like a TheraGel sample or any other sample, make sure you keep it sterile. Like you keep the TheraGel bottle closed before you bring it to everyone, and you crack it open like right around them so they know that you're just fresh opening it. Make sure you keep your spoons out of the way of some kid who just came in with some sticky fingers. You don't want him touching that. But just make sure you keep everything sterile and keep it all clean, because you don't want to get the people at your party sick. And with that, guys, I'd like to thank you for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. We're going to be doing a Q&A at the end of this series. And with that, guys, thank you so much. Bye.